Welcome and welcome to the present. A day after that huge title slip up, huge title slip up against Aston Villa at the Emirates. Guys, just join my channel or just stumble into my channel, be kind enough to strike the like button, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. We have a lot to talk about this awesome Monday morning. I know a lot of you are still angry, a lot of you are still upset. I am, but we have to put things in perspective and put things inside the compartment. It's not the most pleasurable thing. It's not the most pleasant thing at the moment. A lot of Arsenal fans are gutted. I am gutted too, but you need to control yourself. I understand it's painful, extremely painful, but we need to be civil and put things in perspective. It's a huge slip up. That yesterday's performance was disgusting, unacceptable by all means and metric. But it's done. It is done. Advantage Man City. Huge advantage Man City. Now, have Man City won it? Not yet. Are they the overwhelming favorite right now? Based on the mathematics, based on the table, yes. It will take something colossal for Man City to actually slip up right now, since they have that 2-point advantage. Similarly, less harder fixtures on paper. So it is not all done and dusted. I understand a lot of you are succumbing to the banter online. Now the content creators will trigger you. You go and watch them rants and expressions. They're going to trigger you. You're going to get under your skin. You need to be sensible right now. Do not be overwhelmed by the emotions. I've taken a day to, less than a day to put things in perspective. I'm angry, but I'm a human being. I'm an adult. I have to just simmer down. I've seen a lot of blame game. Oh, why did Arteta take Kai back to the midfield? See, analyzing things in hindsight is very, very lucrative. I'm not saying Zinchenko was on shit yesterday. He was an absolute asshole yesterday, and I agree with you guys. And I think it's time for us to move away from Zinchenko. I agree, but the season is not over, right? It doesn't mean Zinchenko has not done some good things in the past. Suddenly, Zinchenko is the worst defender. People were saying we have played Kiev yesterday. Really? Let's Kiev. We saw Kiev against Bayern. See, let's not do this. It's disappointing. It's annoying. We're all hurt. But come on. Can we just be a little bit sensible? Be a little bit sensible. Like, we're not going to lose all our brains because we lost yesterday. See, I'm angry with you guys. We lost yesterday. It's unacceptable at this point of the title race. Very, very unacceptable. But I am not going to throw all my toys out of the prime. I'm not going to. Because there's still a scintilla of a chance. See, do not misconstrue my words. A huge advantage to Man City. Man City are the overwhelming favorite. They have the experience, the players, the manager. They're going to do 4 in a row. It's looking like that. But there's still this 5% chance. Things could happen. So let's not destroy everything because of we're all angry and livid. Let's calm down. We still have a game on Wednesday to negotiate. Let's all calm down. The rival fans, it's within your right to kick off while we are down. It's part of the game. If we can give it, you can take it. I saw a few Aston Villa fans coming to my comment section yesterday, giving it to me. I did not react. Is it painful? Yes. Like you say, oh, I said what I said because we're a better team. If you play that game 10 times, you win 9 out of 10. So just because you won yesterday doesn't make you a better team than Arsenal. Let's not misconstrue those two facts, right? Just because you won yesterday doesn't make you a better team than Arsenal. It happened on the day you were better objectively in isolation of that match. You were better and you took your chances, and it is what it is. You stuck in a huge dagger into our title aspirations, and I'm not just taking on the chin. So it has happened. We keep it moving. People trying to blame Arteta. I think you just, in my opinion, an Arteta hater. I was looking for moments like this so I can actually criticize Arteta. Arteta, in my opinion, did not do anything wrong. Now, did I have a little bit of hesitation surrounding the selection yesterday? Maybe 10%. Because I'm like, okay, why is Tomiyasu not playing? He's been fit for at least a month. Why is not still playing? It just shows that there's something there. Maybe Tomiyasu is not as fit as a lot of us are thinking should be fit. Maybe he's not as fit. Because I don't know why Tomiyasu is getting scraps in terms of minutes. I don't know why. He hasn't played a full game, full 90 minutes, even though we've seen him train for almost a month now. I don't know what's going on there. And Zinchenko, like I said earlier, it's time for us to move him on. And it is what he's not good enough. His clumsiness are beginning to outweigh the little good he does for the team. Yeah, his clumsiness for me, he was absolutely poor yesterday. And nobody will see. I hate, maybe hate is a strong word. I despise and dislike in strong terms the English bias towards Declan Rice. Oh, no, Declan Rice should move. What did Declan Rice do yesterday? Let's stop. I'm consistent. Right? I am very consistent and objective. My channel is consistent and objective. I've been saying this to sign Declan Rice after his first 5 games, and I saw him well. And I said it. Go and check my catalog. You can see right there. Declan Rice defensively fantastic, offensively ass. See, that's why we missed Partey yesterday. But unfortunately, Partey is not fit. It's not fit. Defensively, Declan Rice is solid, and he can be clumsy defensively sometimes, but he's still solid defensively. But offensively, what did he do yesterday? His passes are wayward. His choice of final passes are awful. But the English buyers will always protect him because it's English and it costs 100 million plus. And so, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying all these things have been there, but it's been protected yesterday because all the blame game is going to Zinchenko, Smith-Rowe, Kai. Let's stop it. Kai wasn't fantastic yesterday. It was kind of average, but it wasn't Kai's for the team. Second half was bang average. I don't know what happened. I'm still surprised. It doesn't make any physiological sense to me that we played on Tuesday, Aston Villa plays on Thursday, and we looked more tired than Aston Villa in the second half. It doesn't make no logical sense to me that we played on Tuesday, Aston Villa played on Thursday, and we look more tired than Aston Villa. It's not making sense to me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Smith-Rowe, everybody shouting, well, let's play, let's give more game time. We saw Smith-Rowe yesterday. He doesn't look up to it at the moment. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He doesn't look up to it at the moment. Jesus, for me, it's time for us to have some difficult conversations. I like Jesus, but I'm not going to turn my blinkers on and see that Jesus has been awful since he came back. I don't know whether it's the knee injury. I don't think it's the knee injury. The decision making for Jesus has been part of his downfall since his career in England. Even at Man City, his decision making are awful. Sometimes he gets it right, but most of the time he's making and choosing the wrong decisions. He held on to the ball too much yesterday. I remember asking my guy, Mr. Foster, the other time that those matches were scoring goals, plenty of goals. I said, there's a reason we're scoring plenty of goals in contrast to when Jesus played. I'm not saying we didn't win and we just scored a few goals, but because Kai moved the ball quickly, he's not taking the extra touch, extra dribbling that Jesus constantly does by slowing down our attack. This extra touch, extra dribble. I'm not saying an extra dribble, an extra touch is not needed. Sometimes, but once you make it a habit and the defenders of the opposition can recover, you are slowing down the potency of your team. And we saw it with Jesus yesterday. Selfish glory hunting. What about Saka? Saka has been poor, but has been getting by the GA, goals and assists. Saka was absolutely non-existent yesterday, but nobody's going to talk about Saka. This signature limp of his is getting annoying and disgusting. I'm tired of this. Anytime he's doing this signature limp when we know he's not clearly injured. He has made it a bad habit, but we can't call him out because he's our star boy. Absolute nonsense. So the team yesterday was ass. I'm not going to pile on the manager. I don't think it's the manager's fault. He's not going to play on the pitch. He's not going to make certain decisions on the pitch for the players. And if you watch the game objectively, I have no agenda against Mikel Arteta. You can tell it was the players' fault yesterday. for some reason, especially in the first half when we had the majority of the chances, when we're better than Aston Villa, clearly, we should have put at least score one or two goals. Yes, Saka, what's the name? Trossard made that glorious chance that looked like a fantastic save from Martinez. I think it's more of a missed chance than a good save for Martinez, in my opinion, because there was a lot of gap and space on the left side, and instead to put it in the middle, you should have just slotted it on the left side. You'll have been 1-0 up. Maybe the complexion of the game will have been different, but Aston Villa struck the woodwork via Oli Watkins in the first half too. So we just made we made it difficult for ourselves yesterday. I don't know why, because you're in a title race. We should understand the gravity of the game we're playing. But for some, sorry about that, I struggled a bit of the cold. But for some odd reasons, we decided to be silly yesterday. For some odd reasons, we tried to be silly yesterday. There are consequences for doing what we did yesterday. There are dire consequences, right? The oppositions are having a field day. They are, today TalkSport, Sky Sport, all the pundits are going to have a field day regarding us now, calling us butlers, saying it's our DNA. Yeah, even seen some myself and say it's in our DNA. If that's the narrative you want to run with, I can't stop you. If you don't run with that, do you and boo you. So it is what it is. But if you can give it, because seeing Arsenal fans going to different panels to give it, you should be able to take it. If you can give it, you should be able to take it. So it is what it is. His season for me is not over. Yeah, it looks bleak right now. People are overly reacting. Oh, his season is over. Oh, Arteta is this. These players are this. We cannot get rid of the players right now. This is this time where you manage the situation. We have to manage the situation carefully. We have Bayern on Wednesday. Don't lose your head and get overly triggered by the opinions of the said pundits and experts and commentators and different streams that a lot of you like to watch. If you know you cannot take it, it's going to aggravate you. Don't watch certain streams. And if you can take it, watch it. See, the problem is that a lot of Arsenal fans want to go to comment section and other streams and go make it full of themselves. And when they get triggered and other opposition fans say certain things, you get triggered. This is YouTube. A lot of this is entertainment and hyperbole. It's not objective fact. Now, I try to make sure mine is more of objectivity than just fun and laughter. I understand there should be a signature of me being fun and still passing quality information, which I try to do on my own channel. But if you cannot take banter, especially tasteless banter that's going to go on a number of streams today, don't go and watch it. If you are not strong mentally, don't watch it. A lot of you are not strong mentally. You go and watch these things, it gets you triggered, and you begin to overreact and pile on your own team. I'm human. I was angry yesterday, right? Very, very angry yesterday, but I have to control myself. I have to put it in perspective. I said, if we win against Bayern and qualify for the semi-finals, that's a bit of a subsidy, right? That's a bit of a subsidy. And as much as we can all say advantage Man City, which is objectively true, is advantage Manchester City. Objectively true, advantage Manchester City. Oh, they have the experience. Pep is not going to lose from this point. Yes, objectively, it looks like that. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible that things can happen. So, guys, let's simmer down. Let's calm down. It's not done and dusted. Things can still work. You lost it. Relax. We are in striking distance. I lost it. What do you mean, Mateo? I mean, I lost it. No, I didn't lose it. Yet I said what I said yesterday about the team. When did I say it's totally over? I said it looks over because objectively, let's not play games right here, right? Objectively, Man City is advantage Man City. They have the experience. They have Pep. They have the players. They've done it before. They just did the P. They're about to do 4P. So let's see, even though we're optimistic, let's be sensibly optimistic. Yeah, 2 points in his title race when we know what Pep has done for the last few years. Come on, is a lot to cover. And there's no guarantees we'll win all our remaining matches. So by that context, how have I lost it? How have I lost it? I'm making on that stream this morning saying we should relax. I'm saying we should relax, saying that they see a glimmer of hope. A glimmer of hope doesn't mean it's going to work. So striking distance with 2 points against Pep, and we have similarly we still have to play Spurs. We still have to play Manchester United away. If we are losing to Aston Villa at home, right? And we're going to Spurs away and Man United away. Two grounds that in the recent years, even though we beat Spurs last year, right? Two grounds in recent years has not been a great hunting ground for us. So I'm just being sensible and realistic. So it's not about, even though you might say Man City could lose. Let's go by what Marcel is trying to say. Even though there's chances that Man City could lose, what are the guarantees Arsenal will not lose? Because you're looking at it from Arsenal perspective. I'm trying to be balanced on this conversation. Don't look at it because you're an Arsenal fan, so you're looking at it overly. See, they all call unhealthy positivity. I'm not going to do unhealthy positivity. We're going to be balanced. Even when it's an Arsenal channel, right? I'm pro Arsenal, I'm an Arsenal fan, I love Arsenal to the bone, but I am not going to lose my brain. Man City is vulnerable, just like your team, and Arsenal are vulnerable too. So, so if you're saying Man City is vulnerable, which I agree with you 100%, Mattel, Man City are vulnerable. So is Arsenal. Arsenal is vulnerable, and they've just showed us yesterday. Arsenal just showed us yesterday. How many Arsenal fans were thinking that we will lose that match yesterday? We were confident. All of us were confident. So I understand your optimism, and I share the optimism, but I'm sharing sensible optimism. I'm sorry. Like, if we are saying Man City are vulnerable, we are showing we are vulnerable too. We considered 2 against Bayern. We've considered 2 against Aston Villa in 1 week. Like, can we be objective even with Arsenal fans? Can we be objective and say the truth? I don't do unhealthy positivity. I like to be balanced. I support my team to the teeth, but I want to use some objectivity and logic while supporting my team. And this is nothing against you, Mateo. Shout out to you. I like a good conversation. It's not an echo chamber. I love a good challenge. We can have actually debate certain things logically and sensibly. So shout out to you, Mateo Simpson. So I understand what you're saying, but I slightly disagree because as much as we want to lash on the vulnerability of Man City, Arsenal are showing vulnerability, especially in the last 2 games. Against Bayern, conceded 2 goals. Against Aston Villa, we've conceded 2 goals. So that is not the best way to boast about our comeback. It's not. So I've not lost hope totally. I'm just saying, let's see. Let's give it all our best and see where we can end at the season. And if potentially Man City slip up, let's just be there to take advantage. It's painful. It's annoying. I understand it. I am not going to give up. But at the same time, it is what it is. It is what it is. And we have to be actually be truthful about the quality of some of our players, right? I miss Partey so much, the old Partey, not this new Partey who is already always injured. Because if you had a fit Partey, perhaps the results will be different because people don't see certain things. I'm seeing people defend Declan Rice. Declan Rice, I'm going to say it again. Fantastic defensive. He's like playing a defender as a DM. That's Declan Rice. Offensively, it doesn't have the passing range. It doesn't have the IQ. That's why you see with England, the way they play. That's why you see overly protected by the English bubble. I'm not saying Declan Rice is ass. I'm saying offensively, he doesn't give what Partey gives us. The passes yesterday were out of desperation and were wayward. He doesn't give us anything. And now, let's talk about Odegaard, because I saw a few people say, oh, why did you take Odegaard of the match? You should have kept him. You are insane. Yeah, a lot of Arsenal fans are insane. I saw some content creators say, oh, you should have kept Odegaard for what? Sorry about that. Odegaard was clearly gashed in the head. Remember, there was by the Aston Villa defender. He had that gash in the head, and his game was not the same. You could tell Odegaard was feeling the afters after that collision he had with that defender yesterday. So the healthy thing is to take him off. So I can't blame Arteta for that. So I understand we are angry. I understand we're entitled and we wanted to win yesterday's game. But to say blame Arteta for taking Odegaard out for safety reasons, you've lost your mind. You have lost your mind. Keep him on for what? You saw that his game deteriorated real quick. We're not the same person. You have to change him. Now, did Smith Rowe give us something close to what Odegaard gives us? No, because Smith Rowe is not that player, and we all know it. We all know it. That's why he has been reluctant to play him all the time. You know, shouting, bring a Smith Rowe. He can do a job. Doesn't mean he can do it as good as the other player. It doesn't mean he can do it against the other player. So sometimes I'm not going to blame Arteta for taking out Odegaard yesterday. He was visibly injured. So what you should have kept him to aggravate the injury? Come on, man, guys. I understand they are desperate, but let's not suspend our brains. Let's not suspend our brains. Sultan said we couldn't win against Bayern when we had no supporters. Now they are going to have full support of the home game. I think we had to win to go through to the semis. No, I don't believe that. We like to overrate these supporters in the stadium. I'm not saying supporters will not bump up your performance, maybe 10, at most 15%, right? Like, okay, let's use that logic. When we beat Sheffield United, they didn't have supporters in their stadium. When we go away and beat other teams that you are superior to, don't they have supporters in their stadium? See, sometimes can we just apply logic to some of our commentary? This is not me trying to be disrespectful to you, Sultan. I'm just trying to use some analogy, so don't get it twisted. I respect my subscribers or people who are making this conversation interesting. Will not disrespect. I'm just trying to go by that logic. Supporters can give you a bump, 5 to 15% at most, but they will not come on the pitch and play with you. So I do not believe in this supporters hype all the time. It's just a narrative that have been pushed over a long time, and a lot of us actually buy into it. But if you look at the logic and look at it holistically, it's a fallacy. Now, yeah, they'll have their full support, but doesn't mean we can't go there and beat them. It doesn't mean we cannot go to Bayern and beat them. That is the quality of players that matters to me. The quality of players and the luck of the day at that day. That matters, not the supporters that's going to change anything. We can go to Bayern and still win, provided we play well. I still believe we have to give it our best. We are not yet out. It's 2-2, so it's 0-0, and there's no more away goal advantage. So we can go to Bayern and do the job. Why? But they are strong with no supporters. They will be even stronger. You are still not getting it. Supporters don't mean ish. Let's not over it. We have supporters at the Emirates yesterday. Why didn't we win? We have supporters at the Emirates yesterday. Why didn't we win? Let's stop overrating supporters. I'm not saying supporters are not great, but come on, you still need the quality of the players and of the team to come through for that to be something substantial. I wholly disagree with that. Home advantage is one thing in the CL. Nah, it's overrated. Home advantage, whether in the CL, in the PL, are overrated. If you have a good team, you can win anywhere. If you have a very, very good team, very, very well coached team, you can win anywhere. So I'm not saying let's discard supporters. I'm not saying so. I'm just saying the bump they add to your performance is not that great. And I give an example, all the from Nottingham Forest to Sheffield United, they have home support. Why are they still losing home games? So that's the answer for you. We need a fast goal. Hopefully, we can score quick. If we can score quick, that eases the pressure and see how we can go from there. So, guys, we have to still support the team. If you're an Arsenal fan, I understand your pain right now. I'm going through the same pain, even though I'm here doing the stream. It's painful. Yes, this match is extremely painful, but there's nothing we can do at the moment than to continue to support the team and move forward. There is no other thing. The result is done and dusted, right? You can only hope, right? We are hoping Man City can draw points and we'll be there to take advantage. As much as we are hoping Man City can draw points, can take advantage, we have to extend the hope to ourselves that we actually keep winning too. Because in the last two games, that this team has showed us another side of them that we don't like. drawing to Bayern, which is not a horrible result, but losing at home to Aston Villa for me just is not what I was expecting. Then that second half showing what atrocious it was. That second half showing was just disrespectful to the fans and disrespectful to them as players. I don't know what happened. They came out in that second half and they became absolutely disinterested. I don't, like it's just something that it is what it is. If Bayern gets the first goal, I think we're done. We really need the first goal. I would say Bayern have so much history against us. Yeah, Bayern have so much history against us. I agree with that. If Bayern have scored the first goal, it becomes a daunting task, becomes a very, very tall order, but it's not insurmountable. Well, let's not speak in absolutes, right? See, sometimes temporary situations can make you begin to speak in absolutes. I'm not going to speak in absolutes because right now we don't like what the team has done in terms of performances and in terms of results. But I'm not going to speak in absolutes. I'm not going to speak in absolutes. It's not impossible to come back from a goal down. Even two goals down is not impossible. The boys, hopefully, Mikel Arteta can encourage them, and we can see what they can do. The season is not over. It's not over. It looks bleak right now. It looks like we have not much to play for. It looks like everything is falling apart. Like I said, seem like and looks like. So it's not totally over. Things can still be redeemed. It can still be redeemed. It's just 2 points, and 2 points is a lot in a title race against Man City, but is not insurmountable if we are actually winning our games and Man City slip up, then it can take full advantage. Because if Man City gets a draw, we are back to levels and we still have superior goal difference rather. So it's not all done and dusted. Let's see what could happen. There is sadly no room for slip ups in the title run with 115 charges. Man City, I can understand why they are led to play. Mm, okay, so yes, the 115 charges. Yes, as Arsenal fans, it's easy to hold on to that, but let's be realistic. Until they are actually brought to the terms of being called guilty, we can't be hoping that those 115 charges will stick. You are innocent until proven guilty, even though against my enemy. I'm going to go with innocent until proven guilty. I'm not going to fall for the emotional, oh, let's make them guilty because we don't like them. Nah, because on the flip side, you won't like that to be done to you. So what I want some people to do to me, I don't try to do it to other people. So I will not go with that until they've been found guilty. Then we can talk about that. Right now, it's just speculations, and speculations sometimes are unhealthy. What's your prediction on Bayern? What do you think the result will be? I'll do the preview tomorrow morning, God willing. But I'm going to try and answer your question. I'm not going to run away from it. I still think we can win. I still think we can win against Bayern. It's going to be difficult, but they have. I think Kingsley Coman is out with an injury, and I think Gnabry is out. So they only have Sane and Mola. So there's still a chance there. And I think the boys will want to try and bounce back from two disappointing results. So I'm giving Arsenal a chance to still go through against Bayern. I think we'll go and win at Bayern 2-1. I think we'll win at Bayern. I think so. I think the boys will want to actually make amends. It's not all doom and gloom, guys. There is no let a few disappointing results just bleak or paint black all the smiles and wins and bragging right this same team are giving on to us. Like, I get it. It's annoying at the moment. It seems all doom and gloom right now. But guys, let's not let this result just paint a gloomy picture over the whole season. All right, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So let's calm down. Let's calm down a little bit. Sultan said, I think Bayern a better with Musiala on the right wing, Mola in the middle, so Coman out is not bad for us. I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. But is that what you think? I agree with that. I think losing a tricky winger in Gnabry and Coman who is bad for Bayern. Those are extremely quick, nippy wingers that will have helped them help their cause. Muller is experienced, but come on, he's getting on. Muller is a geriatric right now. He's getting on age. He's not as quick. He was never a most tricky player, then not the quickest player. Then with age, I don't think Muller can say Ramos is still a quality player on his day, but I think will actually neutralize his threat, in my opinion. I think will neutralize his threat, in my opinion. I understand innocent to proven guilty, 115. Guys, do not be emotional around it. Like, charges are charges. Until you're guilty, I'm not going to go with he's guilty because I don't like him. Even though I might not like somebody and they are charged with certain crimes, until they are proven guilty, I will not say they are guilty. Because if you flip it the other way around, you want the benefit of the doubt to be given to you. Like, let's not say because you don't like something, you are going to change the rules based on the fact that you don't like it. Nah, nah. I still stick with innocent till proven guilty, because you have to look at it on the flip side. If it was on someone that you liked, you want them to be innocent to proven guilty. That is the best thing for humanity. Muller is the guy who always scored in the UCL knockout rounds. Look, looks, look his start up. Look his stats on knockouts. See around he always scores. Yeah, he always scores, but regardless, see, he always scores. So why did he hold bench the last time they came to the Emirates? Why? He always scores. Like, come on, let's not try to superimpose what they've done in them. Now, I'm not saying suspend experience, but Muller is not more that guy. He's not more that guy. Like, he's not more that guy. He's a geriatric. He's getting on the age. Nah. I'm not saying he might not score. Don't misconstrue me. But he is not a credible threat. That would be the better way of saying it. He's not a credible threat, in my opinion. I'm afraid of Muller, man. I can't change how you feel about something. If you want to be afraid of him, fair game. I understand you being afraid of him, but I am not afraid of Muller. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be afraid of Muller. Guys, show me some love by liking the video. Very important. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. That is very, very important too. So, guys, that'll be all for now. A day after that disappointing loss to Aston Villa at the Emirates, we are all sore from it. We're all angry from it. But let's try and put things in different compartments and different perspective. Is not all over, even though it looks objectively a bit over because of the history of Man City, recent history of Man City, the credibility of how once they get in front at this stage of the season, they hardly lose it. They hardly lose it doesn't mean it's impossible for them to lose it. So I will not totally give up. I understand those that will have totally give up on Arsenal. I understand. If you have totally given up on Arsenal, I understand you. But I still share a scintilla of optimism, a modicum of hope, and let's see where that can carry us to. Tomorrow I'll be here to do the preview for the Bayern game, and it's not totally over. It's not totally over, guys. If you cannot take it, don't watch some of these streams that will get on that will get under your skin. If you do not have a tough skin, if you're not tough mentally, do not go and watch streams that will get under your skin for your own sake, for your sake of your own mental health. Do not do it. So if you're watching this on the playback, be kind enough to strike the like button and subscribe. A shout out to Sultan for making this very interactive. Shout out to Jeffrey Ige and Mattel Simpson. I do appreciate you guys for spending your morning with me and making this show a relative success and interactive conversation. So I'll be back here tomorrow morning for the preview, and we'll talk some more on the updates regarding the Arsenal team. Guys, it is what it is. If you have given up on the team, I totally understand. I am not giving up totally, but within reason, I understand if we don't win this season. We've made improvement, significant improvement. I'm not going to rip the team apart and throw it away because that's the trendy thing to say to get likes and traction. I'm going to do that. My channel is objectivity, sensibility, and logical conversation, not just for neatly or tasteless banter. You want tasteless banter, you know where to go to, where they serve tasteless and unhealthy banter. So, guys, like the video, subscribe on your way out, and make sure you turn on your notification bells. And I'll see you on the next stream. Bye for now.